Yeah, and Alan and I have often said that Keith is a real study of his industry. You really do enjoy it and love it and like it, and thank God, because we don't. You know what I mean? Like, that's not our thing. So the fact that you're doing that all for us is wonderful. I think you make a huge effort in establishing the relationships with your clients, and I think that's key. That's key for me. Thinking that you understand me, you understand my family, you've got our back, so to speak.
I think the thing that impresses me about the way Keith works is the fact that he doesn't take on every client, and it's not a matter of measuring their net worth. It's a matter of measuring the value and the nature of the relationship.
And the fit.
And so there's a long-term commitment that is a two-way street that comes from the type of relationship we have with Keith Thomson. It's worked really well for us, and I think that's the way he treats all of his clients.
100%, and believe me, that is in the back of my mind sometimes, and vice versa too, right? Mm-hmm. That part of it would be well taken care of and not stressful in the event of something happening.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have no doubt that if something unexpected happened to me, that Keith would look after my family.
Mm-hmm. Or both of us and our children, right?
Yeah, or our children. So it's a great feeling. At the end of the day, it's about first trust, and then there's a sense of discipline. And then there's the subject matter expertise that across a wide spectrum of future planning, which is not just about finances, that Keith brought to focus for us. And because of all those things, we're comfortable and happy that we're covered.
We talked about this actually, and we did change advisors when we came to you, and I think we thought it was fairly seamless. You gave us a checklist. I mean, it took some effort, but we basically had a list of things that we had to get ready and handed it over to you, and you did the rest.
I think you have to take a long-term view of your relationships, and if you're in a relationship that isn't satisfying or satisfactory, even though it's difficult to change, if you look at it for the long term, the benefit you're going to get, then you should change. And that's what we did, and we haven't been disappointed.
We didn't really stress about it too much.
We didn't really stress about it too much because we had a plan that Keith had provided us. We stuck to our plan. It was a long-term plan. We had been well coached while things were going really well, that at some point in time things change, and we could expect that. So when it came along, it wasn't a big surprise. And I think the most important part was the discipline that Keith brought to the table that had us stick to our plan. And as it's turned out, we know others with other advisors that have never recovered or never recovered what was there, and we've been very fortunate with Keith that we went through that crisis, stuck to Keith's plan, and have come out better off than we were before. We never talk about the fees, Sue and I. We just look at the results. And I think the fees are justified by the results. And on an after-tax basis, when we have looked at it, they've been very competitive. And so what's more important is, are you getting value for what you're paying for? And we found that we get great value. So the fees for us have become a non-issue.
Well, and I think what you get for it too is you're always accessible, you answer questions, it's good value. It's the personal relationship, I think. I mean, it's hard because I know you're a good friend. Just that feeling that a good friend is also my financial advisor. And you keep going back to that sense of security. I just feel that if anything happened at any time, I could say, Keith, and you'd be very accessible and you'd answer any question. It doesn't matter how stupid it is. It's just a very nice feeling of well-being, knowing that that part of our life is organized and taken care of.